on to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Iowa's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive, get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Finds a man on the left. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Off the RPO, complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Handoff to the lone back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Throws for the tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys on the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? No, they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, You can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff. And the message and what they're preaching, they all believe they could do something very special this season.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Trying play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings him to within 1. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking downfield, it's Mooney. Fakes to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Got it in the middle, it's Harrell. A little more space, open up that playbook as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Back to throw, it's Mooney. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's going to take off. Took care of it himself. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Offense working from the pistol. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
Into the secondary on the right. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
The short hands, it's Brown. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Mooney. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. On target. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using his feet to buy time. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And this one is perfect. And we're locked up here in the third. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentage.
Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bulls look to keep this drive humming.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Lyons. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Scrambling away. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground. And now,
touchdown, South Florida. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Takes the easy completion. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They believe they can run right here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
And first down for the offense.
Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Mooney. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Got room at the 35. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown Bulls. Fit it in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. To throw, it's Mooney. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the 1st play of this drive. On the move, it's Lyons. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They want to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bulls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, USF. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this.
Makes the grab right down the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is... Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mooney. Fires to the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by just 2 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sprinting away. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running the red zone. It's Longo. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bulls are threatening on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Barrels ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mooney. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
That's a first down for the offense.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pick off to stop the threat.
But man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT